delivery in Rothschild, Wisconsin, pickup in Antigua, Wisconsin, dealing with the Chicago area, long day of driving, and another tight one tomorrow on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, here it is, Monday night, the 22nd, a little before 11 o'clock Central Time. Of course, that's the problem of driving east. Now I'm going to be, well, no, actually, yeah, it is. It's Eastern Time here, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I'm into the Eastern Time. So that would be just before midnight. I'm only going to be able to do pretty much exactly a 10. I really hate having to do runs that way, especially after such a long day. Because I was up at 3 o'clock this morning because I got parked so early Sunday morning. I slept as long as I could. So it's been a long day, and I had to put in the, utilize the split sleeper berth rule because the shipper took a little too long. So to make sure I'd be able to utilize my full 11 hours of driving, I had to sit there for like another hour after they got done loading me so I could do the 2 hours off, which would stop the 14, so I'd have enough back to make it all the way here where I am in Beaver Dam, one word, not 2 words, Ohio, at the Flying J. I tend not to like to stay at this one. I tried to stay at the Speedway, but that only has a handful of spots and they always fill up early. But the nice thing about this Flying J, this is one of the few I will stay at. It's huge, and the back lot that a lot of drivers don't even attempt to go look at, they'll mark it as full on Trucker Path, even though there's plenty of spots back here. I need to turn that light on too, that'll help a little bit. So found a good spot right away. I don't care if I'm in the very back of the lot, you know? I want to be near the grass for the dog anyway. Make Rusty happy, right? So, so it's been a real long day. I've got a real long day tomorrow. I got to maximize my whole 11 again tomorrow to try to make it all the way up to Willington, Connecticut. The traffic is just going to depend on that. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. The worst area driving through will probably be through the Scranton area and through like Hartford, Connecticut and so forth, which might cause some trouble. So we're just going to have to see how we do. So 2 long days with just being able to do the 10 each night. But, I got a lot of rest, when I got parked early Sunday morning. So I got plenty of rest, and so I can do that. I can, problem is, after a long day like this, by the time I get parked, well, now I'm still jacked up because I've driven longer than my body was really wanting to. So now when I get parked, that's why I figure I might as well do a video tonight, because I need to do something to kind of do something different and wind down. And besides, Rusty wants his bacon strips, So, but then after I deliver on Wednesday morning in Auburn, Massachusetts, just south of Worcester, then I go over to Rotterdam, New York, and pick up apparently toilet tissue. It says tissue. It's got to be toilet paper. Going to the Meijer, M-E-I-J-E-R. I've always said that should be Meijer, in Lansing, Michigan. I've been there once before, well, maybe once or twice. I know I got Rusty groomed at a PetSmart right nearby. Maybe that'll be something we can do this weekend or on Friday, because, yeah, he's kind of needing that again. You saw how furry he was in the opening. But anyway, so I'm hoping they won't take too long, and then we can get another load. Like I say, I'm still hoping on maybe getting this one going to Loveland, Colorado, so I can do the Glen Rock again. But I hadn't heard yet from HMRN whether that one's going to be available for next Monday. If it's not going to be, then I'm not going to Colorado, because the rates out of there are so terrible. Yeah, you can get paid going good going in, but coming out, you ain't making scratch. Did stop at the Loves in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and topped off the fuel. I had filled up in Hudson the day before, Hudson, Wisconsin, so I could only put on about 60 gallons, but enough to get me that free shower. I shaved while I was waiting at the shipper so that I could just run in and get my shower done as quickly as possible, just long enough for that half-hour break, and then get back on the road to maximize my time today. So, gotta kind of work it around, because I knew I'd be running into delays in Chicago area, and sure enough, but no major delays, just your typical Chicago delays that you gotta rely on, you can depend on. And also, I've driven through Chicago enough times to know all Chicago drivers are aggressive as hell. So as long as you know that, you know how to deal with them. If you need to move over a lane, no one's going to let you in, ever, in the Chicago area. I give them the courtesy, 1, 2, 3 blinks, and I start moving over, and they finally kind of figure it out. What do you think? So, got to try to do 709 miles tomorrow. We did just over 600 today, but that was with a delivery and a pickup. Tomorrow, no deliveries or pickups, just all driving. So, maybe we can do it. That's my hope, so I can make it all the way to that TA in Willington, Connecticut. Here's the map. All right, you know the blue triangle by now. There's where I am in Beaver Dam, Ohio, right at the junction of Highway 30 and I-75. I came down to Highway 30 from the Chicago area, so I didn't have to pay the tollway all the way across Indiana and all the way across Ohio. Once you hit right there, where it's I-80 goes that way, 76 goes that way, 76 continues on as the turnpike. All right, so we'll start off tomorrow. We'll go up there. We hit I-71, then we jump across right there. Again, that is I-76. And then, like I say, at that junction right there, 76 goes down into Pennsylvania, 80 goes across, so we hit 80 right there around Youngstown, enter Pennsylvania. We're going to go all the way across there. Here's I-81 we're going to hit, going up through the Scranton area. Scranton's always kind of iffy. You never know about it. And they make you go 55 pretty much for that whole stretch. Then we're going to go across on I-84 right there in Pennsylvania. Then we hit New York State. We go across the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. Got to pay for that one. 84 goes into Connecticut right here. We're above the New York City area, which is good. Then we're going to try to make it up through Hartford. And like I say, right up there to the TA in Willington. And there's our delivery in Auburn, just south of Worcester, Mass. Oh, and apparently I'm going to Synergy Waste Warehouse. I picked up an Ace Equipment Company in Antigua, Wisconsin. It looks like there's 4 machines. Looks like they're giant trash compacting type of machines is what they are. 4 of them almost fill the trailer front to back, and I gotta, put a strap in there. I'll try to remember to take some video when I get there so you can see what these things look like as they're taking them off. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Just a quick update. I did a video tonight for no other reason really than I know Rusty wants his begging strips. So, see, I said the word, and so he gives me the little kiss on the nose. Felt kind of guilty about that because it's been a long day in the truck. So, yeah, I know. They're coming up, all right? Just chill out. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. I get to your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, where I put Rusty stuff. I got to put some new stuff up there soon. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, yes, I know. Out. But look at you. You're just a silly girl. Better a silly girl with a flower than a boy with a horse and a stick. It's called a lance. Hello. All right, come down. You know the rules. Here and there it goes. Yeah, it's behind you. All right, buddy. You got it. See, we're making a video. See, you guilted me into making a video tonight, Rusty, just so you could have your begging strips. Right? Yeah, and as soon as I pulled out the light for the camera and hooked the mic onto it, he was all over me. He's like, oh yeah, oh look at how quick you were tonight. Yeah, you were waiting for that all day. So, yeah, glad I did one for you. Give Rusty his begging strips. Oh yes. He's doing his job, being my companion, barking at anybody if they get near the truck, yada yada yada. So, gotta reward him, right, Rusty? Oh yes, so good. All right, happy dog look. Up here! Rusty, all the way up, come on. Hello? I think you got it, buddy. Rusty. Hello? Hello? Rusty! Hey!